What's up, guys? And here we are for part 2 of ShotQuality Bets' edition of Bad Beats. Here we have Jacksonville plus 6.5 on the road against Florida Gulf Coast in their ASUN opener. Now, Jacksonville's got quite a bit of talent. They return leading scorer Kavion Nolan. They even have 2 Power 6 bounce backs, Omar Payne from Illinois and Osai Osefo from Florida. Now, Florida Gulf Coast isn't a bunch of slackers either. They have Isaiah Thompson leading the way. Now, the name might sound familiar because he's a Purdue bounce back. Spent 3 years there actually producing quite a bit of numbers for the Boilermakers. Now, with a little bit under a minute remaining in the first half, Jacksonville jumps out to a 38-28 point lead, and they'll end up taking a 40-28 point lead heading into the half, making plus 6.5 backers feeling pretty good about Jacksonville heading into the final 20 minutes of the game. They even came out strong in the second half. 3 minutes in, they take a 46-31 lead thanks to 2 free throws by Jordan Davis. Now, like I said, Florida Gulf Coast isn't a bunch of slackers. They're able to chip away at the lead and even take a 66-65 lead with 3 minutes 51 seconds remaining. But with plus 6.5, you still got quite a bit of wiggle room. Now, both teams go on quite a bit of a scoring drought until Florida Gulf Coast is able to hit a pair of free throws to make it 68-65 with 58 seconds remaining. Now, that means Jacksonville has not scored in the last 4 minutes and 58 seconds of this matchup. After a Dylan O'Hearn missed layup for Jacksonville, Isaiah Thompson goes to the line for Florida Gulf Coast, canning both. And now another miss by Jacksonville, this time by leading scorer Kavion Nolan, again puts Florida Gulf Coast back on the line. Anderson hits both for FGCU, and now they take a 72-65 lead, meaning Jacksonville State. Anderson hits both for FGCU, meaning Jacksonville is no longer covering plus 6.5, and now, in a game where you were leading by as much as 18 points, you're now looking at not covering plus 6.5 unless a three-pointer goes in for Jacksonville here on a late heave. And guess what? Pals 3 can't go, and if you had plus 6.5 with Jacksonville, you covered for majority of this game, except the seconds that really mattered.